2024 comes to a close. What a year! And what better way to kick off the new year than with the All-State Sugar Bowl New Year's Parade, presented by Louisiana Tourism. It starts now.
Thanks so much for joining us here in front of St. Louis Cathedral. Yes. LBJ.
And I'm Amy Russo. We are live online right now.
Online right now on WGNO.com. And by the way, New Orleans is alive with just so much vibrance. Yes. The 91st annual Sugar Bowl Classic here in town. And Amy, we're on site because of the All-State Sugar Bowl Parade presented by Louisiana Tourism, and a lot of folks out here.
A lot of people out here celebrating the community, celebrating the vibrancy of New Orleans as well. People have come far and wide to celebrate New Orleans, but not just New Orleans, Georgia and Notre Dame, who are going to be playing in the Sugar Bowl in about a half hour. That is when the All-State Sugar Bowl New Year's Parade, presented by Louisiana Tourism, is set to roll, LBJ.
Yeah, and if you're wondering if you can be out here or where the parade rolls, well, here's the route. We want to let you know exactly where to go. It starts out down at Elysian Fields in Decatur, okay? And it'll start rolling there up Decatur Street. It'll travel through the French Quarter, along the Mississippi River, passing those iconic landmarks like the Old Mint, the French Market. You're going to pass right in front of us here at the St. Louis Cathedral in Jackson Square, and it wraps up on Canal Street. So you got a chance to come out here and enjoy yourself and be a part of this whole thing.
See a bit of everything in the quarter.
Yeah, and if you're wondering about the matchup, it is also incredible. This year's Sugar Bowl shaping up to be the NCAA quarterfinal showdown between the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Georgia Bulldogs. A thrilling battle expected in the Superdome.
Both teams have really worked hard all season long, ready to face off in the Superdome tomorrow for a chance to advance to the college football playoff semifinals. So naturally, a lot of fans out here right now.
There are a lot of fans out here, and equally fans from Georgia and fans from South Bend from the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Our Kenny Lopez is live with Notre Dame fans. Kenny, who's there?
Hey, Amy and LBJ. We're at a sweet spot, Cafe Du Monde for the sweet spot for beignets, but we found some Notre Dame fans that sure got a sweet spot for the Fighting Irish, and we're going to talk to some of them. Okay, so earlier I met Ron and Judy. They're from Chicago, and they're all decked out in their Fighting Irish gear. So, Ron, please tell me, what do you love about Notre Dame and the Fighting Irish?
Just everything about Notre Dame is awesome. Great education, great football program, and great alumni.
Yeah, and what's your family's connection to Notre Dame?
So Judy went to St. Mary's right across the road, and I graduated from there in '79.
Oh, alumni, that's great. So you've seen a lot of championships over the years then?
We have, absolutely, and we're ready for another.
And Judy, tell me your excitement level. What are you feeling about Notre Dame in the Big Sugar Bowl?
Here come the Irish.
Oh, yeah. Do the Victory March song.
Cheer for old Notre Dame. Wake up the echoes cheering her name. Send a volley, cheer on high. Shake down the thunder from the sky. What though the odds be great or strong, old Notre Dame will win overall. While her loyal sons are marching onward to victory.
So they know the Victory March, and that song was written in 1908 by John and Michael Shea, two former students, alumni. The parade is going to be underway. They're going to be underway at 2 o'clock. That's when the parade begins. Float number 7 is the Notre Dame float, so you definitely want to check that out. And I was so impressed by Ron and Judy. I mean, they were chanting the whole Victory March. You also heard some of the Georgia fans that were chanting behind them, but all in good fun. And guess what, LBJ and Amy? I also met the Ledesma family. Ledesmas, come over here. Come over here. Okay, so tell me about your excitement for Notre Dame. I see you got the beads.
Ready to go.
Okay, so tell me, what are you feeling right now?
We're excited. We're pumped. We're going to win. We're super duper excited.
First college football playoffs, and we're ready.
And, why are you a Notre Dame fan? Why are you rooting for the Fighting Irish?
Well, I went to Notre Dame. I graduated in May from Notre Dame, and my dad also went to Notre Dame.
Oh, so it's a affair, yeah.
Family affair, exactly. Go Irish.
And show me your fighting fists. You know how the lucky leprechaun? Show me. Okay, so So how many times you got to punch it up in the air if you're a true fighting Irish? Show me.
A lot of times, but we're gonna be all fight on the field tomorrow. The Irish are gonna win tomorrow. I believe it.
Okay. Recent graduate, a lot of these players play before, correct? Yeah. Tell me about some of your favorite players on Notre Dame.
Well, I like Xavier Watts on the defense. He's really good. He's one of the best in the country, and you can't rule out Jeremiah Love for making a big play. It's coming.
You? Why are you a fan of Notre Dame? You're obviously a student, former student, but why do you think they got the heart?
Because Notre Dame has a lot of love for the home motherland, the Notre Dame as a community. We love each other, and we would never do what these fans just did.
Okay. Well, fighting fists and fighting faces. The Fighting Irish are here to fight. Georgia fans are going to put on a good game, but according to these Fighting Irish, they think they know who's going to come out on top, and that's Notre Dame. Back to you, Amy and LBJ.
Yeah, man, fantastic.
Definitely.
You know, I've been hearing that song forever. And dun, 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 dun,
It's a good one.
dun, dun, dun. I never knew there were words.
I didn't know there were words either. I just kind of like to bob to the tunes there,
exactly. You know,
that was a treat just then.
Now, you and I were both band heads, and one of the things I'm excited about is the fact that both the University of Georgia band and the University of Notre Dame band
They're going to have their
be in the
bands out
parade
there today, which is incredible.
They're kind of leading
a
things
long
off.
way to do it.
And you see, I played so long ago, Amy, I know I couldn't fall in, but I think you could. You as the percussionist could fall in and play them 6 drums and all that stuff like you used to do at Pace High School.
I don't know if they would let me back in the band. They might say, she's too hot for this. I don't know if I've got any rhythm.
The Pace Patriot here.
All right, well, that was Kenny Lopez with some Notre Dame fans. Bill Wood later with some Georgia fans as well.
Yeah, we will talk to some Georgia fans in just a few, but here's the deal. The Sugar Bowl has meant so much more to our community than just a football game. I spoke with the CEO of the Sugar Bowl, Jeff Hundley, and he talked to us about not only the history, but also what the game means to New Orleans.
The Sugar Bowl got its start back in the 1930s. I think it was first mentioned in 1929 by a sports writer at the time, and the purpose was to do an annual calendar of sporting events, which focused on the football game, but it was for the purpose of tourism.
All-State Sugar Bowl CEO Jeff Hundley on the reasons why the game and the nonprofit started. Traditionally, our city has always sought to light a spark to get visitors here during slower months of the year.
December and early January had historically been slow times on the tourism calendar, and it had already shown itself, the concept of a bowl game had already shown itself to be successful out at the Rose Bowl.
And through the work of generations of volunteers in the local business community, the All-State Sugar Bowl has become a premier destination for college football. But throughout the year, just as was sought in the beginning, the organization supports dozens of recreational and sporting events.
We do about $1 million in community support programming on an annual basis, and we're doing scholarships, we're doing all sorts of youth and high school sporting events. We support the LHSAA state football championships every year.
In 2019, the All-State Sugar Bowl also pivoted to support local teachers in education with a $5 million investment and help from the college football playoff.
We found out that the teacher workforce, the entire teacher workforce in the public school system here was turning over every 3 years. And when that's going on, you can't sustain or do anything positive. The mission is to recruit, recognize, and retain quality teachers on an annual basis.
All made possible by the Hallmark game, and this year's matchup proves a worthy one, with both Notre Dame and Georgia vying for a chance to compete for a national championship.
We're excited about the matchup. You got 2 traditional powerhouse football programs, brand names that are going to draw a lot of attention, and they're both pretty good.
For WGNO News, I'm LBJ. And what I will say, Amy, is the fact that Jeff and the rest of the folks at the Sugar Bowl, one of their big concentrations as well is staying competitive in this new college football playoff series in order that we can remain a relevant game.
Definitely has been remaining a powerhouse for sure here in New Orleans as well. All right, so right now our Bill Wood is live. We just heard from Kenny Lopez with the Notre Dame fans. Bill's got some Georgia Bulldog fans. Bill, who do you have there? Looks like a family.
Amy, yeah, well, all Bulldogs are a family. Amy and LBJ. Not only do we, who's a Georgia Bulldog fan? Who in this group? Yeah. Oh, down dogs. Anyway, not only do we have the fans, we got the dog. Let me scooch over here, introduce us to, who is this?
Handsome.
Yes, he is indeed. Tell us about Handsome, unless Handsome wants to tell us about himself.
70-pound bulldog, dense, very, very friendly, very happy. Rooting for the dogs today.
Of course. You're from here?
I'm from in New England, but live in Los Angeles here with my girlfriend. She went to Tulane, so she's showing me Louisiana.
Is that the girlfriend?
It is. That is. Yeah.
Exactly. How did you come into adopting a bulldog? Is Georgia on your mind?
Well, really, my mom lives in Georgia. I was in COVID. Obviously, 20-year-old is like, let's make a decision, then think about it later. So, adopted a dog during my first job. So, now I'm here with a bulldog.
Is Handsome familiar with the chant that they do? That's called "Who's That
Coming Down the Track"?
Who's that coming down the track?
Favorite song, yeah.
All right, this is for Handsome and all the other beautiful bulldogs out there. All right, here we go. How does it go?
Let's go, dogs. Who's that coming down the track?
Who's that coming down the track? It's the Me Machine in red and black.
Me Machine in red and black.
Ain't nothing finer in the land.
Ain't nothing finer in the land
than a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan.
And a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan.
Go dogs!
Go dogs!
Go dogs!
Go dogs! Go dogs!
I think we just got a howl at the moon from Handsome. Thank you for helping out. What is it about Georgia that gets people going?
It's a tradition. It's tailgating in Athens. It's Sanford Stadium. It's just all the Herschel Walkers. Airplane.
What's that?
I said, now we got a flyover.
Georgia flyover. We got some planes flying over us. You went to Georgia. What'd you study?
Pharmacy.
Yeah, were you a big football fan then?
Big football fan, always have been.
Are you a pharmacist?
I'm a pharmacist, retired pharmacist now.
All right, let's talk to these guys. Come on over here. What's your first name?
Ron.
Let's. Did you meet Landon?
Yeah.
And also
Ethan.
They helped us out with our microphone over here. What is it about Georgia that gets you going? Where are you from?
I'm from Florida.
Okay.
But it's just the environment. So when you go down there, the fans, they just show you, like, this is the environment you want to be in, where you want to be around. These people are good people, and they know how to play some ball.
Are you going to the game?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. You got good seats, standing room only for the parade. You got seats for the game?
Absolutely.
All right, can we do a little Go Dogs getting us out of here?
Okay.
How does this go?
Okay. Go Dogs!
Put me on my leash, LBJ.
We've got to get Bill's leash for him. We've got to get him all leashed up, baby.
I love the fact that they brought a bulldog out as well. You have to if you're rooting for the Georgia Bulldogs, I guess.
And a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan. I can't forget that part. Man, that's a pretty good fight song.
That is.
All right, folks from all over are coming to celebrate and enjoy the All-State Sugar Bowl Parade. The New Year's Parade, brought to you by Louisiana Tourism.
And, of course, everybody's interested in what's going on with the weather. Our Kerrigan Chauvin is live with your All-State Sugar Bowl game time forecast. Kerrigan, what's going on over there?
Well, I'm here at the beginning of the parade route, and it's no surprise, weather's perfect for a parade here in New Orleans. Sun shining bright after foggy and cloudy conditions this morning. It's shaped up to be a game-winning day in terms of the weather. Tomorrow, for actual game day, it's going to be pretty nice too. Let's get right to that game time forecast for you guys. We're expecting that sun to continue for January 1st here in Southeast Louisiana. 59 degrees sunshine. We'll have some nice weather to wrap up any type of last-minute sightseeing here in town before the game. And for kickoff, we have that temperature of 54 degrees at 7:45 p.m. Clear and cool conditions overhead. The day after the game, yeah, it might be a slow morning if you're staying out late, but we have cloud cover to start off and partly cloudy skies throughout our noon hour. And then going into the evening, still seeing those partly cloudy conditions overhead with that small chance of rain arriving overnight. But otherwise, the route home looking pretty good anywhere you're traveling in the eastern part of the United States. That flight home forecast showing no expected weather delays, quiet conditions across the eastern United States for your commute back to Notre Dame or over back in Athens day after the game. But I think a lot of the folks who are traveling in from out of town are loving our Southeast Louisiana weather. I mean, we have kids from Notre Dame here behind me who are in shorts and sunglasses. They are not used to being able to break out that kind of wardrobe in December. I said, hey, what does it feel like to be able to wear shorts in the wintertime? They said, this is awesome. They're seeing snowfall back in Indiana right now, so they're happy to be here.
Wow. Snowfall in Indiana.
Perfect. Well,
wow,
thanks so much,
they are definitely
Kerrigan.
soaking up this weather right now.
Yeah, they certainly are.
And they're definitely soaking up the sights and the sounds of the French Quarter as well. I just want to really quick point out the Calliope right now.
Yeah.
Woo, it sounds good. And the flyovers that have been happening.
Absolutely
it's been a
love
joy
it.
out here. All right. Well, the Sugar Bowl, it's not just a celebration of football. It also means a lot to New Orleans and the surrounding areas.
Yeah, Kurt Sprang. Our Kurt Sprang spoke with Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser about what the game means to New Orleans and Louisiana.
The Sugar Bowl brings a lot of people to New Orleans who might not be here if their teams weren't playing here. And when they're not watching football, they're not in their hotel rooms either.
Spend a lot of money, fill the hotels and restaurants. And you're right, those fans to get to enjoy a parade, hopefully gets them hungry and they come back from Mardi Gras.
That's right, the state has its own game plan for this crowd, and a big part of it is the Sugar Bowl parade. First, the route. Riders go through the quarter and the CBD, past some of the biggest attractions in the city, where others are gathered to watch.
A tour bus might take this route
Absolutely.
to show people big things in the city.
They get a little bit of taste of Mardi Gras. So by hosting those parades and sponsoring those parades, we get to throw some incredible throws that people from all over the world will take home. We have the little alligators with Louisiana Feed Your Soul and little crawfish and shrimp and some Louisiana Feed Your Soul beads. So hopefully people take a little Louisiana home.
And after the Sugar Bowl crowd heads home, Nungesser hopes they provide some of the best advertising that tourism workers can get, word of mouth.
The bottom line is enjoy the parade, then go home and tell somebody you had a great time.
Absolutely, and they're all videoing those parades, so that spreads across social media, and hopefully people look at our website and say, when's the next parade in Louisiana? Well, it's Mardi Gras.
So everyone in the Sugar Bowl crowd is in some way a winner, including the state. Kurt Sprang, WGNO News.
So the Sugar Bowl Parade also gives back to the community as well. They partner with several local organizations and local charities and nonprofits to help out.
So it's all part of the Sugar Bowl's mission to make a difference on and off the field. Our sports director, Richie Mills, reports.
We're here to talk about the LHSAA's relationship with the All-State Sugar Bowl. How have you found that both organizations have been able to benefit from this relationship?
We could not do what we do in regards to the venues and sites that we use for state championships without a partnership like we have the All-State Sugar Bowl. It has been one that everybody's benefited from, I believe. They're easy to work with, great to work with. I've had the opportunity to work with two CEOs, and Jeff does an incredible job, as Mr. Houlihan did as well, and their board has been very receptive. So we've been very pleased, we're excited, always excited, and of course now they're our presenting sponsor now for this particular bit, the Prep Classic, which is this beautiful facility that we increasingly enjoy all the time with all of our athletes. So we're excited and continue to have excitement, and really couldn't do, and to be honest with you, not just the LHSAA, but just youth sports in general in the state of Louisiana. They do so much for that as well as other causes. Can't say enough about the Sugar Bowl.
Talk to me about the credibility aspect of having the All-State Sugar Bowl's name and logo next to the LHSAA's.
The magnitude, not only within our state of Louisiana, but also nationally with my colleagues. You know, there's only 51 guys and gals that look like me across the nation in our respective states, including Washington, D.C. And they're just in awe of the fact that, number one, that we have a partnership like that, but number two, that we get to play in a facility like this. And they were in Louisiana, they were almost going on 5 decades where they've been able to have this classic here. And I think at one point in the last 4 or 5 years, we were named one of the top 10 events that they have in the Superdome whenever they put that information out. We have that hanging in our office, actually. So the fact that we're able to have the relationship we do with the NFL, the Saints specifically, this particular facility, is second to none, in my opinion. And I've had a chance to see other states, and they're envious of what we have here with the Superdome as well as with the Sugar Bowl.
From a financial perspective, how does that benefit this relationship as well?
We can't do what we do across the state of Louisiana with the venues that we have, specifically this one, without that sponsorship. It's that simple. We're one of our membership dues that we receive from schools indirectly, if you will. I don't know where that money comes from. We get that, are the lowest in the nation. And in fact, there's 2 or 3 states that don't have them at all. But at the end of the day, it's about generating the sponsorship dollars, generating the gate receipts and stuff to pay for facilities like this. And we couldn't do it without them. It's that simple. They've stepped up and have helped us, and we can continue to do it as long as they allow us to continue to do it.
There. Let's go ahead and toss it one more time to our Kenny Lopez, who is live with some Notre Dame fans. Kenny, what's going on?
Oh, hey, Amy and LBJ. Okay, we got our fists. These fists represent the fighting Irish that these fans are feeling right now. And I'm here with Earl, and he's a big fighter. So why do you think the fighting Irish are going to take a win in the big Sugar Bowl game, Earl?
We got the better team, the better coaches, and simply, it's our time. It's our time this year, so go Irish.
The Fighting Irish, they are champions, and I'm also here with the Monteforti family, and they have a very special connection to the team. What is the connection?
My grandson is the long snapper.
Woo, so you're a big fan then. What advice do you have for her grandson?
That he just has to go, he's got to do his job and make sure he does his job good.
Okay, good advice. And I see you're ready. You got your Lucky Charms on. You're ready to be the fighting leprechaun.
We're excited. We're going to win. We're going to take down the dogs.
And why is this such a huge game? That's your question.
This is a huge game because it's going to lead us to the national championship, and I believe that we're going to do better than them, and we have better coaching staff and better players. So.
Ooh, the Fighting Irish, they got great attitudes, and there's only one more thing to do, and I think that's to show your fighting fists. The Lucky Leprechauns, go. Show your fight. Show you're ready to win. Back to you, LBJ and Amy. Fighting Irish spirit.
All right, Kenny, thanks so much. And Bill Wood live with some Georgia Bulldogs. Bill?
LBJ and Amy, yeah, and people are watching this from all over. Braxton was just on TV, and what did you find out?
My friend found us on live TV from Canton, Georgia, so
they're watching us back in Georgia Central.
Yep.
All right, another Bulldog fan over here. What's your name?
Robbie.
Robbie. Tell us about your relationship with the University of Georgia. And we got Landon and Ethan. Come on back in. They've been around a long time. Oh yeah, exactly.
So we went up to Notre Dame. They were like interviewing them, and we went in the back and we screamed "Go Dogs!" barked at them, and we got on TV again.
They're gonna be famous when it's all said and over.
Do it. Where are you from? Are you from Florida?
Florida, yes sir.
Where in Florida?
Bartow, Florida.
Where's that?
You know where Lakeland is?
I do.
Right next to it.
I'm
in Lakeland.
Okay, you're in Lakeland. Well, they're watching him from Georgia. And anyway, we were just talking to
Robbie.
Robbie, tell us about your relationship with the University of Georgia.
Grew up a Georgia fan, and about 40 minutes outside of Athens, and went to football camp there, but just always been a Dog fan.
What do you think makes them so successful on the football field?
I think it's the culture that Kirby's created over the years that he's been there, and the standard that they have.
All right, well, let's give them something to fight for. Can we do a little Go Dogs there?
We can do that.
You are the pharmacist.
I am the pharmacist.
Do you have your prescription pad with you?
I've got it. What do you need?
The Fighting Irish may need some pain medication after this. Give us some Go Dogs.
Okay.
Go Dogs! Sick 'em!
Incredible.
Well, thanks so much, Bill. And don't go anywhere. It's time to take a short break.
Yes.
But we'll be live at 2 p.m. So that's only about 5 minutes from now, Amy.
Yep, that's for the All-State Sugar Bowl New Year's Parade presented by Louisiana Tourism. Again, that's we're going to be airing that on WGNO.com as well as live on our sister station WNOL. We're also going to have an encore presentation of this whole entire broadcast tomorrow at 9 a.m. with all the fun and floats.
All right, we'll see you guys in just a few on WNOL.